If they fight, that just means the biggest fight in the welterweight division is open the door, and that's me versus Street Judas Masvidal. Everybody knows that's a real beef, and that score needs to be settled. So, Judas Masvidal, he's got nowhere to go. We know he ducked Marty Fake Newsman, but he's got no other fights to be made. So, the biggest fight that could happen in the welterweight division is the man, me, versus the loser, Street Judas Masvidal.
Just out of curiosity, why do you think that this fight, because everyone thought it's going to be Usman versus Masvidal, everybody thought it was a lock. Why do you think this fight has seemingly gone further and further away from happening, and now it seems like it might not even happen at all?
Because just like I told you guys, months ago, I called this from the start, guys. I said that journeyman Street Judas Masvidal was going to overprice himself. He thinks that his, broken mediocre fighter BMF belt is worth something. It's not worth anything. It's a Bernie Sanders participation trophy. So he overpriced himself. He thought he was worth Conor McGregor money. He was asking for $5-10 million to fight Marty Fake Newsman, and they didn't want to give him, anywhere even near that. So, let's be honest, Judas isn't going to show up to fight for an average payday against a guy he knows he has no chance to beat. So, Journeyman's all hype. He's not going to beat Marty Fake Newsman. He knows that deep down inside. Dan Lambert knows that deep down inside. So, it's just, he overpriced himself out like I called from the start, and now he's going to be on the sidelines. It's either going to be me rematching Marty Fake Newsman or me fighting Street Judas Masvidal. Dude, George would come, I'd be boxing. He'd come scream from the other side of the cage trying to interrupt my trainings like multiple times, probably 5 to 10 times. And I'm just like, man, I don't need this anymore, dude. I don't need this drama in my life. These guys want to fight. Let's go fight in the octagon. Or if you want to fight and you're really that tough, let's go see each other in the streets. But, that's a whole other subject. But, it's just, this is the best thing I could ever do is form Colby Covington Incorporated. And I'm much happier with less stress these days.
And we know it's a small community over there, and you and Masvidal will most likely run into each other sooner or later. Do you anticipate an altercation on the street before you get a chance to fight in the octagon? And he's saying that you were a cancer in a gym and a fragile dude. Is this feud personal for you at this point where it would escalate to something outside the octagon for you if you run into him?
110%. Just the fake news and all the lying he's doing, he's just digging himself a bigger hole. He's making himself look so stupid. He's turning down fights. Everybody knows he's a coward as it is. So 100% we're going to fight in the streets. He knows I run the 305. Miami is my city now. I run that city. I got all the best connections. I got all the hookups in Miami. So anytime I see that guy, 100% we're going to fade, and he's just that little street thug mentality. He's willing to take a knockout and get beat up in the streets, but he wants to, come at me and act like he's got an ego and act tough and like he's some big shot, but he's willing to get beat up for it. So, I definitely see an altercation coming. But you can't believe anything Journeyman Street Judas says in interviews anymore, guys. Look at him last week on Twitter talking about how this guy Phil Daru got kicked off the team and got fired, the strength and conditioning coach. That never happened. The guy left on his own. And come on, George, what are you doing, man? You're talking about Doofus Dustin's strength and conditioning coach. You're talking about Joanne's strength and conditioning coach. You think that's nice to say those things? That's not nice. I think Dustin and Joanne are going to take their feelings to Dan Lambert. Now you're going to have Dan Lambert on your butt again because you said some mean things about their strength and conditioning coach. So, it's just pretty funny, the three best friends are probably not going to be the three best friends anymore between Dustin, Joanne, and George, and you're probably going to see some divide soon. But me and Marty Fake Newsman will square off again, and me and Street Judas, he's got nowhere to go. We're fighting one way or another. I don't give a shit. I will come find him in Miami. Everybody knows I know how to find people. Just go ask Dana White. At the end of the day, I'm here to be the greatest in the world, and I want to fight the greatest in the world. I'm not scared like Journeyman Judas Masvidal. I'm not running from the hard fights. I'm looking for the hardest fights. I'm looking for the challenges of the people that think that they can beat me. So, I want to be in the UFC forever. I would love to retire in the UFC, be in the Hall of Fame, do the whole spiel, Yeah, of course, me and UFC have had a tumultuous relationship, but it can be fixed really easy. I'm ready to play ball. All they have to do is give me the ball, and I'm going to go in and score a touchdown. So the perfect fight I could go right now is next weekend against Journeyman Judas Masvidal, and we just go down to American Airlines Arena over in Miami. Just find out who the king of Miami is. Find out who's the real Scarface of Miami, who really runs Miami, those streets. So that will be my perfect fight. everybody knows how that fight's going down. You can go look it on YouTube, man. We used to fight in our living room. We used to fight in bathrooms. We used to fight in the streets. Man, we used to fight for free all the time. Now we're going to make tons of money to go fight. Everybody knows what's going to happen. I will leave him motionless in that octagon. He'll never be the same person again. He'll 100% need a psychologist to help him out the rest of his life. And, you know, he might just end up committing suicide because he's going to be so depressed.